probably can't say it on here, but let's say life eater today, because it's absolutely roasting. Hence why I brought the little fan into this job. Leaked through a ceiling basically, coming through a spotlight, downlight, and it's roughly around here. I've been here before and repaired one around here. This time it's further up, so I'm going to take these threshold plates off first and pull the carpet back and hopefully be able to find it. It's constantly leaking, so it's not a case of it only leaks when you use your shower kind of thing. So it's more than likely on a hot or cold main pipe. I think someone's had the panel off by the looks of that as well. Probably checking. Not even doing anything. Floorboards, not chipboard. Oh, that's not good. There's nothing wet there. Mismeasured that. It's actually further up here. Great. See the stain on that one. It's like it's further up still though, because yeah, it's not here. We're not here. God damn it, further. God, no, I don't want to move furniture. Well, this ain't looking good. I'll send you underneath so you can have a look. You might be upside down though. Did you see the drip? I can't actually see what's going on down there. Oh. I can't even see if there's any pipes, but to me, it actually looks like it's coming from the shower behind the wall. I think it could be that. Seeping its way behind the back. I think it could be. If that's all it is, then I've took the floorboards up for nothing. I bet they've not silicone behind that plate. There you go, drip, drip, drip. Now I've pulled it forward. Boom. Bloody believable, mate. Fuck. Try to get. Like, share, subscribe. that's the side what was leaking. It's just perished. Swap both of them though whilst right. For one of many washers. Hopefully them two. But yeah, it hasn't been sealed behind. You can see the gaps, so I'll fill that full of clear before putting these back plates back on. Yes. Look at the state of that. Right, I'm going to get the water back on now before putting the floorboards back down, just so I can double check it's not dripping anymore. It should have been long enough now to stop dripping. Right, new washer's in. Water is back on. No leaks as of yet, mate. I knew it. Carpet's wet through. Floorboards are wet through. It's got to have been that. If not, there's a burst pipe inside the wall to the shower, but it is a stud wall, so worst case scenario is, if that is, I'll just have to cut it out from this side. Not the end of the world. However, I think we've rectified it now. Another job. Well done. Done anything different on this one? Yeah. I'd have looked up through the inspection hatch of inspection hole where the old downlight was downstairs, and I would have seen that it's higher than the floorboards. That's leaking. Never mind. It is what it is. We've still done it within the hour, so happy days. Let's get on to the next one. Next up, we've got a leaking radiator, but it's a bit of a grey area. This, I installed this boiler probably about 3-4 months ago, and at the same time, someone had took a radiator off for decorating, and they wanted to put it back on, but it's on 10 or 8mm pipe. I can't remember which size it is, and the pipes were just, you know, when someone's not held a radiator valve to undo with the tail off the radiator, and it's just, you can tell it's just spun, and they're very kinked up and a little bit of a mess from what I remember. And I remember one side I couldn't get to reseal, so I had to actually cut that out and cut that piece of pipe out and resort it. So it's the other side this time because I've had a picture from the customer. But it could even be the TRB what's leaking. However, let's go upstairs and show you what is what. What is what? Do they know what the Right. In the bedroom with loads of space, as always. That's the one that I changed. Oh, did I? I can't remember. I've just put a new valve on by the looks of it. I did. It was leaking. I think I cut the pipe off and lifted it up. But this time, oh, let me swing it bin round. But this time it's this side. It is 10mm. I think. Oh, I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to cut it off. And I'm going to solder a 10 to 15mm end feed reducer on there. I'm not going to change the tail. I'll change the nut and olive off the tail, but I'm not changing the tail. And I'll change the TRV because this looks quite old. They're not expensive. Actually looks like that pin stuck back. Yeah, it was. So it's clearly sticking as well, so we'll change the TRV at the same time. Yeah, I get these from Shitty Plumbing. This isn't a paid promotion. I wish it was. Anyway, I get these from City Plumbing. They're £5 for the pair. I've pinched lock shield out of this, but they're brass bodies as well. So although they're a cheap TRV, yeah, I'm happy with them. Not had an issue with them just yet. Right, first things first. We'll shut off this side. It's a weird valve, that. Oh, I got that from. Close off this one, and then we'll put the head back on that one. Shut that off. And just release the pressure from the radiator. Towel and wetback. Come on. Wrap that round there. I've got the wetback anyway, but we'll hopefully be able to control it. For now, you can't even see. That's not good. Shit. Right. Oh yeah. Lovely. Right, I'll just crack this one off as well. Oh Jesus! Just so I can spin the valve to the front of me and direct the water in the bucket for releasing the pressure off. If that makes sense. Still quite a bit of pressure in there yet. Jesus. Everyone got super soaked then. Thankfully I flush the system out and it's nice and clean. So we'll try and take the pressure off this. Beautiful. Oh. Well, that certainly wasn't on very well, was it? Oh my god, I'm surprised that hasn't blown off. Anyway, the water's disappeared, so that's a good thing. So, and there's movement on the pipes, so that's even better. Don't ever need to tell you about these. Loads of people have been telling me about these to get them. I've had them for, well, I've not had them for years. I've known about them for years, I've just never bothered getting them. I finally bit the bullet. So you've got 3/4 of an inch on that side and 1/2 inch on that side for your different size radiator tails. Simple as, be careful you don't cross thread them because they are plastic, but they're good for removing radiators. I'm just going to use it here to stop the water coming out the radiator basically. So I don't have to top back up again with the inhibitor, losing bare minimum water out the system. I don't know how to clean that because I'm going to cut it off first. What a wing nut. Cut it off so we've got a nice clean piece of copper to attach our end feed reducer on. I'll do that bit first. A little bit of water and I'm just going to wet back that out. Up and down the stairs we go. That's why I need an apprentice. Flux are up. Shove that on, wipe the excess flux away. Heat mat because this room's freshly decorated, I don't want to burn anything. Where is my blow lamp? That'll do, donkey. That'll do. with a bit of luck the water will hold back, because if it doesn't, it won't solder up. Even the tiniest bit of water will not allow it to solder up. Looks to me like we've got a bit lucky on that one. Can hear it though. She's not far away. Wipe off your joint afterwards, because otherwise that's what makes it go all manky and horrible, and green carries on attacking it. Not an olive on. Bi-directional valves, so it can go on both flow and return. Most valves are these days, but double check. Paste. Lift your olive up, paste around that, and just helps it to seal. Helps the olive crush onto the pipe a little bit smoother. Now, I don't have to do anything else to that yet. We're going to pull this nut and olive off here to replace it with a nice new one. Probably not the best way around. Come on. This paste is severely empty. Like that. It's trying to cross thread and now it's got stuck. What the f... Get on. Little pain. There we go. Right, make sure everything is fully home. Like that. We'll just give it a nip. Stop it from moving. I'll get out of this awkward position that I'm in. Beautiful. These handily got some kitchen roll by the side of the bed for me to dry off the valve. I don't know why this is by the side of the bed. Right, come on, quite clearly he's got a block nose. Why else would there be kitchen roll the side of the bed? No, obviously it's because this radiator valve was leaking. Get your minds out of the gutter. We'll dry all that off. We'll put the head on. We'll turn it off. And we'll go and pressurise the boiler. The reason why we turn it off is because, well, when we shut the head off, only that part becomes live when we repressurise it. So you've got a bit more control, and then we can open it up and test that part, if that makes sense. So you can control leaks better if you're going to have them. That looks a damn sight better though, doesn't it? That's the boiler repressurised up. Can hear that pressurising back up now, which is good. Open this side back up. It's about there. Put your one back on. I don't know what the hell's going on with this valve. I don't. There you go. Just check it doesn't need bleeding. Which is on the other side, obviously it's on the other side. It's always on the other side for the side that I think it's going to be on. No. She full. She all full. No leaky leads other than where I've just bled it, it's now dripping off there. Don't go on as much, does it? Compared to the old valve it went in up to there, you see with the paint. But I definitely pushed that fully home. If we didn't, we went back for another leak. Top this back up now. It's on its de-air function because it's a Baxi 400. This takes 10 minutes. I always like to run the heating up after doing any work on the heating system, just to make sure everything's all going to be working, and sometimes you can get leaks when it's hot rather than when it's cold. Customers left me brew stuff out, however I'm not a fan of that type long life milk, so if you watch this, thank you, but I'm fussy. Merch link in bio. Change the vests. We've got two types. One's a bit tighter, like Dwayne Johnson would wear, and these are just very baggy, perfect for some. Oh, nips. Better censor that out. With vests, bit of a grey area, do look like a bit of a, can't say, you all know what I'm talking about. However, I will only wear a vest to work if it's a customer I've worked for before and they're very familiar with me, they know how I am, blah blah blah. It's not going to look, I don't know, it can look a bit intimidating, can't it, and a bit, especially with all the tattoos I'll show. So I won't wear it for a regular customer before you all think I'm a twat. Right, so let's put this into service mode. I can't find a thermostat. I can't remember what it is on these. I don't think I've probably installed about 40. Is it? Oh no, I gotta wake up the display first. I remember. That'll do. That's on low fire. Little H is on high fire heating and big H is high fire hot water. I'm not sure why you'd need that, but we'll leave it on low. Beautiful. Looks a little bit better. Leave that alone still, just in case they don't realise what I've done. One last check for leaks. And that's it. Radiator's nice and warm. Shouldn't have sat on the bed because now I want to go sleep. I only just died. But I wasn't going to film this, I needed a video to top up another video somewhere along the lines that you've probably just watched. I think it was a shower leaking through a ceiling, weren't it? I think, if not, that was last week's. I can't remember where I'm up to with videos. I want to completely mix it up again in 2026. Yeah, I do. I don't want to tell anyone either, because people copy on social media, and in my opinion, let me know in the comments on this. I mean, people have told me before, it's oversaturated now, YouTube, with plumbing content, jobbing content, and I've never been one to proclaim that I am the best plumber in the world. I am far from it, which is why on a lot of the captions it'll say amateur plumbing. I'll share my tips and tricks that I've learnt along the way with my dad. Most of them, if not all of them, have been learnt from my dad. Lots of you know Tom. Big up Tom. He's retired now, so you'll only see him every now and again. I don't like dragging him out of retirement. It's not fair. As much as he would come, it's just not fair, is it? He wants to enjoy his retirement. Yeah, there's so many jobby plumbers and just plumbing content in general on social media. You have the pick of the crop, and as I've always said, the more people that have joined YouTube in regards to plumbers, the more that join, the less views we'll all get. And some people came back with, no, because there'll be more people on the platform to watch your videos, blah blah. No, people only have a certain amount of time to watch videos, in my opinion. They might not necessarily just watch plumbing content. They might be like me. I watch a guy who does wild camping. I watch Ollie Blogs who does farming content. All sorts. Matt Armstrong. All sorts of people. If I say Matt Armstrong, maybe I'll get into the algorithm. Anyway, and I only have a limited amount of time to spend on YouTube. I can't spend all my free time on YouTube. So let's say there's 10 plumbers posting videos in a week, you might only get a chance to watch 2 of them, so you're going to pick the ones you like best, or the ones that produce the best content. So I need to be mindful of how much content I put out and what the quality of it's like, and I think in 2026 we're going to have to up our game a little bit just to keep on top of the ball. I want to be top dog. No, I might be big-headed, but I do, and I might be miles behind at the minute. I am. But I'll get there with your help. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below. I love reading through all your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, consider doing. It's free. You just press the subscribe button. And I'll catch you on the next one.